practical, physical, material reasons.
Yeah.
Even if I was the most spiritual person imaginable, I am still limited by, say, material, real concerns, the ones that are just in lockdown. We've seen how it's affected people day to day. It's affected Muslims as much as Christians and atheists. It's affected all of us in very real, in terms of work, in terms of home, in terms of health, in terms of money. I have no need for God. Sorry to cut you off.
No, not at all. I was just going to ask you, so from what you have said, the conclusion would be whether there is or there isn't, it doesn't make a difference to how we are living.
Looking at reality, obviously it does not. Even if I'm wrong, even if God exists, as you describe or as someone else describes, He doesn't care remotely about me or you or anyone. He doesn't. He can't do it. You see that day to day.
Right, okay. So, from what I gather, you have a standard which you want the Creator to achieve.
No, I'm not holding a Creator to any standard that I impose on him. I do not know what standard your God.
Why then would it make a difference whether the Creator makes a difference to you or not?
Because
if you don't already have a standard.
Tell me he does.
No, I never said anything. I only asked you, why are you still holding on to that position? Now, when we asked about it, you said, look at the pandemic and how it has affected everybody, just as a reason.
Example,
And then you went on to say why you think, even if there was, he doesn't care about you, he doesn't care about me, he doesn't care about anything. So obviously for you to arrive at that conclusion, you already have a standard.
Have I come to my lack of belief using that standard? Every guy here, everyone in this park, they are variable in almost infinite ways, in character, in education, in upbringing, parenting, in life experience, in health, particularly health. I have a particular health, definitely. We can see that life is a hugely variable matter. Which almost infinitely so.
But I can agree totally with you, but you know what? Whatever you are saying on a logical footing does not in any way establish the non-existence of a creator.
I don't need to though, do I?
No, it's not whether you do or you don't. But your logical reasoning applied is not leading you to a logical conclusion.
I'm sorry, I failed to see how that.
I'll tell you how.
Right.
I do apologize. I'll tell you how. Look, if whether there is a creator or not does not make a difference to our lives, that's your perspective, And then I said to you, well, look, it seems like there's a standard you are holding the creator to. And then when you said, no, you don't, I said, look, you said he doesn't care about me, he doesn't care about anybody, Then when I said you must be holding him to a standard, you then said, well, actually, I may have not used that standard to arrive at the conclusion about probably not being God, What I am saying to you is, look, if you take your reasoning logically to its conclusion, whether there is a creator or not, it doesn't make a fundamental difference to the position you are holding. Is that not correct?
Logically, I think so, yes.
Excellent. Now, if logically we are able to apply reasoning like that, and now include the creator, it still comes to the logical conclusion.
It does?
It certainly does. Because if in your being or in the interaction of yours, you can't see any sign of this creator, it fundamentally doesn't make a difference. So even if there is a creator, it doesn't make a difference. So the question therefore arises is this: why do we have this innate need to try and find things out?
Humans, all of us, to a degree, variously, we are a curious creature.
Yes.
I can imagine that people not knowing the answer in life, there's a great many things which are
thank you.
unknown.
There you are, sir.
They're indeterminate. We don't know. It's must have been very easy for primitive men, especially, to invent an explanation over remaining in ignorance. It's much easier, much better to invent any explanation over remaining in ignorance about something unknown.
You know what? It sounds reasonable, but the issue is not that. The issue is, why are we a creature that wants to find things out? Why? Look, for example, let me ask you this. If I remain in ignorance, yes, I wouldn't need to develop laws. Do we agree?
Yes, because
if I don't develop laws, I can be as free as my being wants me to be.
Life would be absolute madness.
Wait a minute, that's a presumption. One second.
We can see through reality. We can see through
No. One second. I'm so sorry, I've forgotten your name, sir. James Shabir.
I knew it was Shabir. I remember from years ago.
Excellent, James. I tell you what, James, look. The point I'm making is, if I remain in ignorance, I am totally free. Am I not?
At an individual level, you are, yes.
Excellent. Now, if each and every individual thought the same, we would all be in ignorance, wouldn't we?
Yes.
And we would all be totally free.
Free is relative, depending on my. I should be. You're the most decent, pleasant man in this park.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're being disingenuous.
I certainly am not. I'll tell you why. There's a reason for why I'm asking. Yeah. Look, I know that it is the very need for us to have a social system that has allowed us to think about a legal system. Why? So that our social construct can have a behavior pattern which is consistent with all the people living in that society. Do we agree?
Yes.
Now, watch this. Go on, tell me, James, what?
We can see how that need to arrive at law collectively has varied massively over time around the world, affecting tribes, people at a larger collective, nations, kingdoms, empires. Laws vary massively. I think if we could somehow transport ourselves back 1,000 years to somewhere else, the laws then would be
very simple, very less.
They might be very bizarre to us in some ways.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Now here is the issue with that, and you have pinpointed it. If I wanted a legal system implemented in society, and I had a choice between one that is absolutely objective as opposed to one where it is going to have to be reliant on a certain group of human beings only, which one would you choose?
Logically, an objective
You're right.
set of laws would be better, more reliable than one which is subjectively.
Excellent. Now, James, I haven't finished.
That is why law is subjectively. You see, laws change over time, according sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. I'm sure. I'm not
Did
sure.
you just say sometimes for the worse?
Sometimes they introduce laws that affect people. Some people would say that they are negatively affected by some changes that have been made to law. Business law, perhaps you're a businessman that owns a business.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can imagine a law changing that affects you adversely.
Yeah.
I can't think of one, but I'm not.
VAT at 20%.
There you go.
Okay. But look, no, it's okay, James. Thank you. When I get tired, I'll pass it on to you. Yeah. But you see, James, I agree with you. But now look, we have to think about potential laws which are passed, which can potentially damage society. But now, for us to be able to establish what is potentially damaging, we would have to have an objective standard.